I'm so glad that we're together. I'm so glad you're near. It's good when friends are together. I'm so glad I'm here. Welcome to the workshop, welcome, welcome to my special friend. I'm so happy and delighted you are near today. I'm so glad you came to visit. I'm so glad I am here. It's going to be a really good day, all because you're near. I'm so glad that we can be friends, learn together, grow together, talk together, sing together, a song or maybe two. 1, 2. I'm so glad you came to visit. I'm so glad I am here. It's going to be a really good day, all because you're near. I am going to put my device away so there are no distractions while we visit. You know, I like our time together to not be interrupted by my device. I choose to be with you. There will be time later to text and send email and make telephone calls. But right now, my time is to be with you. When I came in today, did you notice I didn't bring anything in my hands, but I brought an idea in my mind. Let's go over to the table and work on that idea. Come on. Look, our potato light. I think it has finally stopped producing current. But my teacher friend said if we move the pennies and the paper clips around, that the potato might produce more current. And our firefly, fly over here. So let's try. Move our pennies and our paper clips. Oops. And she was right. Look at that. It's producing light again. Wow. That is really neat. Well, now for the idea in my head. I will push this to the side and the lightning bug will fly away with the potatoes. There we go. The idea that I have is for a kaleidoscope. Have you ever seen a kaleidoscope? Well, we're going to make one today. Remember our cardboard tubes that we used for building the bridge? I am going to use one today to make a kaleidoscope. We'll also need our craft bag. Of course, we will need some tape and hole punchers. And remember the sailboat that we made and the mast and the sails kept falling off? Well, we need the straw for this project. So we're going to recycle that today. I'll also need scissors, and I'll take those. And I need something from the shelf behind me, but I don't need what's in the container. I need the top of the container. Do you know what shape the top is? It's a circle. It has no angles. It's round. It's a circle. And I need to draw a circle. So we're going to use this as a pattern so I can draw a circle. Now, in my craft bag, I have a piece of mylar. Mylar is very reflective, and we'll need that for inside our kaleidoscope. And I have 2 pieces of white paper, that light can pass through. And I have some different color markers and a pencil. I'm going to start with the pencil. And I am going to trace around this pattern. Some people might call this a template. Some people might call it a pattern. But I'm going to trace around this circle to draw the circle. And I tell you what, while we trace, let's sing. Peppermint tea, peppermint tea, we love thee. Peppermint tea, peppermint tea, peppermint tea, we love thee. Peppermint tea. And I have a circle. Now, I'm going to cut with scissors. And whenever a child uses scissors, there must be an adult present. Yes, children never use scissors all by themselves. No. I will carefully cut. There we go. And I will put that in our craft bag for another time because we won't need the rest of that paper. Now, we'll take our hole punch to put a hole in the middle of the paper. Oh, and our hole punch is too small to do that. How could we fix that problem? I know. We will carefully use our pencil, and I feel like the center is real close to there, and it doesn't matter if it's perfectly the center. And we will carefully, and I'm being careful not to punch myself with the pencil, but we'll carefully punch a hole through the paper, and that will work for what we need. Now, I'm going to draw different shapes. I'm going to start with a purple marker, and I'm going to draw different shapes on the circle. I'm going to start with a triangle. I'm going to draw some triangles. Okay. And then with the red, I'm going to draw circles. With the green, I'm going to draw squares. And you could draw anything you want, or color, or make all kinds of colors. Yes. I'm going to take the blue, and I think with the blue, I will make stars. And finally, I will take the orange and I'll make some squiggly lines. So, and we will come back to this. We will use this momentarily. Now, next, we need to cut the mylar. And it needs to fit inside our tube. So I'm going to estimate that about an inch strip. And you can get an adult to help you if you're not sure of what about an inch is. But I'm going to cut our mylar. And I need 3 strips. I'm going to cut that in 2, but I'm just kind of judging. And this piece we no longer need, so I'll put it back in our craft bag for another time. And we're through with our markers too. I'll put those in our craft bag as well. Now, I need to cut these in half. So I'll put them together and cut them in half. All right, and I only need 3 pieces, and that's 4 pieces. So I'll put this in the craft bag for another time. Now I need to make a triangle with this mylar, and that's what I need tape for. So with the shiny side in, I'm going to put the tape on the back side so the shiny side faces in. I'm going to try to form that into a triangle. Same on this side. Put the tape on the back and the shiny side facing in. All right. And then to make our triangle, so a triangle has 3 angles. It has 3 sides. We have a triangle. Can you see that? 3 angles. And the triangle fits, or should fit, inside the circle, like so. Okay. So it's even on this side, and I will cut it on this side. I'll pull it out just a little bit. Cut it on that side so it's even on both sides. And that will help with our kaleidoscope. This little piece I don't need, so I'll put it in our craft bag, possibly for another time. Now, I'm going to take the cells off our mast, which is actually just the straw. And let me see if I can pull the tape off. Yes, I'll put that tape there. And we might use these 2 triangles another time, so I'll put them in my craft bag as well. Now, and that little piece of clay, we'll put it in there as well. If we're holding this up to our eye, we want to be sure that the straw doesn't poke in our eye. So, I'm going to tape our straw on like so, so that when we hold this end up to our eye, the straw is nowhere near our eye. And if you decide to do this project at home with the adult you love, you could even color the outside of your kaleidoscope or wrap it in paper. You could do all kinds of things with it. Now, I'm going to take the circle that we made and I'm going to put the designs facing in. And it should go the whole, yes, just like so. Now, if we hold this up to the light, we will have a kaleidoscope. And there will be all kinds of beautiful colors as we turn our wheel. Let's look. We'll hold it to the light and we'll look inside. And oh my, oh, that is beautiful. Look at all the colors and all the shapes. It's like they're colliding together. Maybe that's why they call it a kaleidoscope. It's a scope where the colors and shapes collide. Here, you look, and I'll turn the disc. You know, I was thinking we could use this kaleidoscope to think about our friends in fantasy. Remember last time? Lenny had just left Duncan Fife and had traveled back to meet Audrey and Mumbo at the lighthouse. Maybe we could pick up with Audrey, Lenny, and Mumbo back at the lighthouse.
What a night this has been. Hey, we helped Californian Duncan Fife out of a real dark spot.
We're like the three amigos tonight.
Hey, amigo means friend in Spanish, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
We are three friends who helped rescue two more friends.
Well, Audrey, I know it's getting late, and Lenny and I need to be going so you can do your work watching for boats and ships that might need your help in the darkness.
I hope you'll both come back soon.
Yes, Audrey, we'd love to. We sure would. Mumbo, can I stay with you tonight? That way we can clean up the bridge tunnel in the morning. Sure, Lenny. I'd love to have company tonight, and I'd appreciate help cleaning up tomorrow. Shall we travel by number? It's the only way, especially at night. Think about the treehouse. You know what to do. Yes, I do. Bye, Audrey. See you soon. 1, 2, 3.
Bye, Lenny.
Audrey, thank you for the tea, the lighthouse, and the adventure. I'll see you soon.
I hope so. You're my best treehouse neighbor.
Audrey, I'm your only treehouse neighbor.
And that's why you're my best treehouse neighbor.
Well, let me catch up with Lenny. Here I go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, I forgot to get them to teach me how to do that. I really need to learn how to travel by number.
Well, I guess next time we see Mumbo and Lenny, they will have the treehouse yard all cleaned up and back to normal. Who lives here and works here? That's right, Audrey. We will put her pumpkin lighthouse away to play with another day. And who lives here? That's right, Mumbo. Do you think Mumbo lives in the treehouse workshop? Or does he just work there? Well, we can pretend about that another day. You know, I really like being with you. You are special to me. There's no one else in this world exactly like you. And I like you because you are you. I like you 'cause you're you. I like you are. There's simply no one like you, and I like you 'cause you're you. There's no one quite like you, an original creation. And in 1,000 years or two, there'll be no other like you. I like you 'cause you're you. Your mom and dad might look like you, your brother, sister, cousin too. When you take a closer look, you'll see that they're not quite like you. Guess what? I like you 'cause you're you. I like you 'cause you're you. I like you are. There's simply no one like you, and I like you 'cause you're you. You know, you really are one of a kind. Sure. There has never been anyone exactly like you, and there never will be again. I look a lot like both my mom and my dad, but I am not my mom, and I am not my dad, and they are not me. No. I have cousins who look a lot like me and act a lot like me, but they are not me, and I am not my cousins. Each person is different, yet each person can choose to let his or her light shine. You know, if you made this kaleidoscope, yours would not be exactly like the one that I made today. Each one would be unique. You know, light has to come through this paper, but it has to be dark inside the tube for the colors to reflect correctly. You need the light and the dark to make the images so pretty. Let's ask SmartScreen to show us some other times when we need darkness and light working together. SmartScreen, may we please see video of light and dark working together? Thank you, SmartScreen. You know, sometimes children are afraid of the dark, but we need the nighttime to sleep and the daytime to be active. If it was always a light outside, lights like the one SmartScreen showed us would not be as pretty. We might not notice fireflies. We couldn't see stars and planets, and it would be hard to see the moon. I'm glad that we have both light and dark. And I'm glad that no matter how dark it might be or how light it might be, we can always choose to let our inside light shine. Well, it's about time for me to go, but first I must clean up the table. What did we say? Cleaning up without being asked is another way to let your inside light shine. Sure. I'm gonna let my light shine. I'm gonna let my light shine. I'm gonna let my light shine all over this land. I like to sing as I clean up. Let's see. Scissors go back over here. And our hole punch and our tape go back. And this extra piece of paper we never used, put that back in my craft bag. Put that away for another day. I also have this tub, and I'm going to use this tub to take our potatoes home and our firefly and our kaleidoscope. I have a young friend that I think might like to play with this. I will take it to him later today. Let's see, one other thing. This big box that I brought in earlier this week, I'm gonna take that too. I'm glad we could be together today. I do like you because you're you. You bring something special to this world that no one else ever will. You bring yourself. Come on. And you know when I'll see you again. Next time, I will see you next time. We will be together next time. We'll sing a song or two or three. We'll sing it strong and merrily. Next time, when we're together next time. Next time, I will see you next time. We will work together next time. We'll talk together openly about important things we see. Next time, when we're together next time. And I want you to remember, I like you because you are you. I like you are. There's simply no one like you. And I like you because you are you. You know when I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.